I'm Ray Lienz, and I'm here today to introduce you to a product we're sure is going to change your life for the better. I know, you've heard it all before. But let me ask you, how many times have you said, I just need one more pair of hands? Well, studies show that if you're like most people, you've said it hundreds of times. How many times has the boss given you a seemingly impossible deadline to meet? Oh, you meet the deadline, but at what expense? The loss of quality time with your family and sleep. Ladies, does this sound familiar? You're making breakfast for your family. Your husband is yelling at you that he can't find his keys. Instead of eating, your son is doing his homework that he didn't finish the night before and wants you to tell him what the square root of pi is. Your daughter is yelling at you because the peach blouse she has to wear to school today is still in the dirty clothes hamper. And the baby has decided that the kitchen wall looks much better with his cereal on it. Well, how long does this go on before you finally reach your breaking point and scream, "Enough! I'm doing the best I can. There's only one of me." Well, that doesn't have to be the case any longer. Now when you need that extra pair of hands, or when you need to meet that deadline, or any time you're at the end of your rope and are ready to use it to strangle your family, you can just call us at Phone-A-Clone. Just listen to this testimonial from Dolly Lamb, a high school student.
I was having an okay day at school. Things were going pretty well. Oh, that's me, right there in the purple shirt, getting the detention slip. Anyway, fifth period was over and there was just one more class to go, when out of the blue I'm hit with this detention that I totally didn't deserve. Just because I didn't bring my books to class was no reason to destroy the rest of my day. I was pretty hacked off about this. You see, I had a big soccer game after school, and it was going to be pretty difficult to play soccer if I was sitting in detention. Then I remembered Phone-A-Clone.
Phone-A-Clone? I need a clone.
It was so easy. I just called them up, gave them my location, and told them when I needed my clone. After sixth period was over, I met them at the back door of the school. My clone took my detention slip, and it was off to the soccer game for me. No one was ever the wiser, and I scored the winning goal that day. Thanks, Phone-A-Clone.
No, thank you, Dolly. Phone-A-Clone can easily remove the stress from many situations. Consider this, ladies. You have a deadbeat ex-husband whose child support checks have more bounce than a basketball, but still he has visiting rights to your son. What do? You call Phone-A-Clone, and when that worthless ex comes up to pick up your son, you send him home with an exact copy instead. That's right, I said exact copy. We here at Phone-A-Clone understand that you may be a little put off on cloning caused by those other clone companies, Clones We Do and People Squared. Yes, there were problems with those early clones. Stories of giantism and missing body parts have caused many to shy away from the process, but the scienticians here at Phone-A-Clone have eliminated these early generation problems, and we guarantee that we can deliver an exact copy to you in 30 minutes or less. Phone-A-Clone clones are extremely versatile and work well in many situations. Let's go to another testimonial from a Mr. Randolph Wick and see if this has ever happened to you.
Last Friday, I blew a big presentation at work. I had been working on this account for months, and in less than an hour, I managed to blow a multi-million-dollar deal. As you might imagine, I wasn't really looking forward to facing my boss on Monday morning. Boy, was I glad my friend had recommended Phone-A-Clone. The procedure to subscribe to the Phone-A-Clone service was practically painless. The day before, I just went down to the local Phone-A-Clone laboratory. I signed a few dozen papers, they drew a little of my blood, and I wrote them a check. It was that easy. Monday morning on my way to work, I made a quick call, and they delivered my clone to the side door of my company in less than 30 minutes. The clone took my briefcase and went inside to face my boss. And my friend and I took off for a well-deserved round of golf. Thanks, Phone-A-Clone.
With testimonials like these, it's easy to see why we're so excited and confident in our clones. Since beginning this new service, Phone-A-Clone clones have performed flawlessly, even in tricky circumstances like Veronica Speak recently found herself in.
There was this new guy at school. He was an irresistible hunk, and before I could stop myself, I had given him my phone number and told him to call me. He did, and he asked me out, and I accepted. The only problem was that I had a steady boyfriend. He was a great guy, and I didn't want to hurt him, but I had to get my hands on this new guy. So I just called Phone-A-Clone and had them drop off a clone. She was perfect and looked just like me. So when my boyfriend came to pick me up, my clone went instead. A short time later, Mr. Hunk showed up. We had a fantastic time. Thanks, Phone-A-Clone.
Veronica has become one of our most frequent customers. She now calls us almost every Saturday night for her date clone. Phone-A-Clone clones are excellent for other domestic situations. Not long ago, we had a gentleman subscribe to our service who was having problems with his wife. It seemed she nagged him constantly and was making him miserable. He never got to just watch television and have a beer, at least not in peace. He also loved to play poker with his friends, but had long ago given up on that. She just made him suffer too much every time he had a night out with the guys. Since subscribing to Phone-A-Clone, though, he just makes a quick call, and we deliver his clone discreetly to his door.
Yeah, need one real quick.
And also, I saw that there was some beer missing out of there. You know what he said about that beer? I mean, no more. And look, get on this thing. Turn that television off. Get on that thing.
He reports that with Phone-A-Clone's help, he now has his life back. He's playing poker again and has a beer with the boys, while his clone is at home nodding agreeably to his nagging wife.
Not to have any more beer. You keep drinking the beer, right? I don't want you going out at night that much. I want you to read books. I want you to do something. I just don't want you getting...
By now, you're probably wondering how you can subscribe to the Phone-A-Clone service. Well, the process is very simple. Just call 1-888-532-5663. That's 1-888-53-CLONE. You'll be directed to the nearest Phone-A-Clone laboratory so that we can extract the very small amount of DNA needed to produce your clones. If you're local to Huntsville, Alabama, you can just come on down to our laboratory at 555 Fake Street. Walk-ins are always welcome. Credit cards are not accepted, but your personal check is welcome, and as always, cash is fine. Okay, I know. How much does it cost? Well, when you sign up for the full Phone-A-Clone service, you get a lifetime supply of clones delivered to the location of your choice, and as always, delivered within 30 minutes. For all of this, you might expect to pay $3 million and consider it a real bargain. But you won't pay $3 million. You won't pay $2 million. You won't even pay $1 million. If you call today, you'll only pay $249,999.95. You heard correctly. That's $249,999.95. But wait, there's more. If you mention this ad when you call, we'll also include a 55-gallon drum of Phone-A-Clone's specially formulated and patented formula Clone Be Gone. The Clone Be Gone is a $29.95 value included free while supplies last. Just take your clone and submerge it in the Clone Be Gone, and in only 5 minutes your clone will be absorbed back into the gene pool. The drum of Clone Be Gone will literally dissolve dozens of clones. By now we're sure that you agree that this is a great value. You'll get the lifetime supply of clones delivered direct to your door in 30 minutes or less, and you get the 55-gallon drum of Clone Be Gone, all for only $249,999.95. But wait, there's more. We're going to include another 55-gallon drum of the Clone Be Gone, a level 3 biological chemical suit to use with the Clone Be Gone, and our newly patented Phone-A-Clone tongs to help you lift your clone into the drum of Clone Be Gone. That's the lifetime supply of clones delivered direct to your door in 30 minutes or less. That's two 55-gallon drums of Clone Be Gone, a level 3 biological chemical suit, and the patented tongs, all for only $249,999.95. You can even save more, because now for the first time you can pick your clone up direct from our Phone-A-Clone factory. If you prefer to pick up your clones, we'll knock off an additional $49.96, bringing your total to the unheard-of low price of only $249,949.99. Don't wait. Call Phone-A-Clone at 1-888-53-CLONE. That's 1-888-53-CLONE. Be the first on your block. Get your clone today.
Phonoclone makes no representation that the quality of Phonoclone clones is greater than the quality of clones from other clone services. Clones have been known to self-combust. Clones may occasionally attempt to assume the original's identity. Should this happen, the original should firmly slap the clone on the back of the hand and say in a firm voice, "No clone, this is my life." This should always be done at the first sign of mutiny because in their bid to assume the original's life, they will often try to terminate the original. It's also possible that your clone could self-destruct and become a puddle-like substance that can cause severe burns if touched or cause cancer if they are breathed in. Extreme caution should always be used when using the Clone Begone. Always wear the level 3 chemical suit and seal it before attempting to dissolve a clone in the Clone Begone. Should replacement tongs be needed, it's just tough luck because we don't have any extras. Clones may not be harvested for their organs or other body parts.
I'm not just the spokesman, I'm a customer.